And now we want it to be the case for everybody to have a peace of mind. We wanted to cut the cost of insulin for everyone, including hundreds of thousands of children with type 1 diabetes.
Thousands of children with type 1 diabetes.
There's no S, it's already plural.
Because, folks, and this is just not a political speech. I believe this is a fact of history. Never mind the fact that many of these companies are recording record profit margins, even as they raise prices, record amounts.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
He could make the choice to end this brutal invasion. Russia is the aggressor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Russia is the aggressor, and the world must and will hold Russia accountable. UPS, Domino's, Pepsi's, Albertsons, and more. Or the firefighter who's already has a lug over 45 pounds of gear through smoke and flame, which is incredibly hot.
You have a firm grasp of the obvious.
And FEMA in the future can fund and replace these wooden poles with steel poles that are much safer and much more resistant. 15 of the nation's 20 largest banks are voluntarily getting rid of bounty tax charges entirely. Hello, Sarah Lawrence College. Well, the great liberal arts school in America. You guys are really good.
But you're not.
I'm not going to go sign the Ships and Science Act. And once again, I promise you, we're leading the world again for the next decades. We've had hard campaigns before. And since we last met, the United States ratified the Kigali Amendment. Which drastically reduces the production and use of the super potent HFCs.
How did this guy ever get to be president?